Higgsfield is probably one of the biggest AI platforms out there right now in 2026, but most people don't use it properly, they burn through their credits quickly, and they don't always get the results they want on a consistent basis. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I, as a content creator, use it to get pro results on a regular basis and how I conserve my credits and make the most of them. Let's get straight into it. Before we do, if you want more in-depth lessons and free resources, head on over to my Skool. It is completely free to join. Head on over there. I'll see you there. Or not. It's up to you. I recommend joining now though, because it is completely free. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So this is Higgsfield. This is the main page. This is one of the best platforms out there right now because you have every tool you could possibly ask for in one place. We have all manner of different image generators that are tailored for very specific tasks. We're not going to look at every single one of these because that'd turn into a 3-hour-long video. Maybe we'll do that one day. For today, we're just going to look at some very specific uses. So we're just going to go through the image generator first. So we're going to start with Nano Pro, which is one of the many image creation tools on Higgsfield. You can see we've got all of these, and we're going to look at maybe GPT as well. So I figured we could do like a scenario where we have a Victorian woman walking down a London street. Simple scenario. First thing we might do then is we would create a reference image for our character. That is the thing I always like to do when I do a production, because keeping character consistency throughout a production is oftentimes one of the biggest challenges whenever you're doing a project with AI. We're just going to paste this prompt across. These prompts and their templates will all be available on my Skool, by the way, in the classroom tab. And we're just going to set the dimensions to 9:16. We're going to use 2K quality. The good thing about some of the plans on Higgsfield is at certain pricing tiers, you can get unlimited generations for Nano Pro, which is very useful to have. And yeah, we're just going to hit go. And that prompt gives us this. This is our main character reference. So we could just use this one image as our main reference for the images we're about to make. But why not take it a step further and just use some of Higgsfield's inbuilt tools to make the reference even better? So we can use the tool here. We can use this angles tool here in the edit tab to take different angles of our character. As you can see, we can place this camera all around the subject like this. We can change the rotation and the tilt and the zoom, or we can even just generate from best 12 angles and it'll just pick them automatically. And we can just hit go down here, and you can see this does not cost many credits at all to do. And it's a very useful thing to do because it means that you can really lock in the character consistency. And what you can end up with is a bunch of different angles of the character like this. And you just see how we're capturing all the details from different angles, which again, it just means we can really lock in the aesthetic. What you can do is you can then head over to something called Higgsfield Soul Cinema. What you can do is create an asset where you upload about 20 plus photos, like the ones we just took there. What you can do is you can drop them all into this model here, and you can make it in Soul Cinema or Soul 2.0 or even Soul 1 here. I actually don't know the difference between these, I'm going to be honest. But the point is, what we can do here is we can turn this into an actual character once these are all uploaded and hit go here. And we end up with something like this. And that's our character. I named her Victoria because why not? Now what we can do is we can start trying out some of the image generators where we actually use the character as a reference. So we've got our character here. And when you have her saved as an asset, you can add her to a prompt. So we're just going to use cinematic cameras here, and we're going to use the quality at 2K. I've got this prompt here where we're going to actually place our character in this Victorian setting that we're creating for her. And you can just add her by typing at and then clicking the character. She is now saved as an element in Higgsfield. And it says Victoria walks along a busy 1880s London street at dusk, etc, etc. The full prompt is on screen here. And then we just hit go. Now this particular generator, cinematic cameras, uses very little credits, which is good. And that's the result we get. So in cinematic cameras here, you do have these options to actually change the varying types of camera lenses. These are all super professional film grade cameras and lenses. You can change the focal length, change the aperture, all these things you can mess around with. You can even save setups here, which is really cool. So if you find a setup that really works for you, you can save it as a preset. And yeah, it's a cool inbuilt model on Higgsfield. It's a very interesting one, but there are obviously not all image generators are made equally. And what we can do instead is use my signature prompt, which I use all the time when I'm doing my own projects. I love this technique that I'm about to show you because what it allows us to do, it allows us to make 9 images from 1 which is obviously really useful when it comes to saving credits. Now, for this specific technique, you have to use Nano Banana Pro or GPT Image 2 because they're the only ones that really truly understand how to do this, I think, at least in my experience. And the prompt looks like this. This is a very specific prompt that I've built over time through trial and error. This is actually a prompting technique that I talk about in a video. I will leave a link up here somewhere. And the basic idea is you create a grid of 9 images in one, which allows you to create a storyboard almost of multiple images. And you have to do it in 4K. That's the one downside because that does cost a bit more credits. And the dimensions typically will be 16:9. And you hit generate and you can see that costs 4 credits. And this prompt is one that I fed to Nano Banana Pro. And this is what you get. So this is one image. This is that character that we talked about and we made earlier. And as you can see throughout, these are varying different scenes and she is in every single shot. Now what you can do is you can download this and you can split these down into individual frames. And I'll just show you the GPT one as well, so you can see the difference. This is the GPT one. Again, same idea, slightly different output. Whichever you prefer of these, you can split them down into individual frames basically. And the point is you get 9 images from just one prompt. This is typically how I use Higgsfield for image generation and how I maximize the use of my credits. Let's move on to video then. Let's bring these images to life. Now, when it comes to video, just as I said before, there are so many different options, so many great choices. We're not going to focus on them all, but I'll just mention Higgsfield here is one that I use a lot, but I use it on the website itself, not here on Higgsfield. When I'm using Higgsfield, I typically use Kling or Seedance, and those are my go-tos. Sometimes I'll use VO as well, but not the light version, the full fat version. So what you can do is you can also try Cinema Studio Video, and this is one that's native to Higgsfield itself. You can see the prompt here, and this is quite a detailed prompt for an animation prompt. In my experience, less is more when it comes to animation prompting. I feel like you can overwhelm the model, and it usually can actually do a better job when you don't overwhelm it with too much detail. Anyway, this is what this one came out like. This is from Higgsfield Soul Cinema. I'm just going to play it. One thing I can say straight away is the horse and carriage going backwards here is quite amusing. You would be surprised how often that kind of mistake creeps into AI videos. In my experience, it is quite bizarre. Now, if that was fixed, then this would be fine and more than usable. And maybe I would try a simpler prompt to fix that. Anyway, I also used Kling. Can you see how much simpler this prompt is? So this is for Kling 3.0. A woman walks toward the camera on a foggy London street. Ambient street sounds, distant hooves, faint crowd, no music. I always specify no music because Kling and any model where you have sound turned on, it will sometimes randomly add music if you don't specify otherwise. Now, I think Kling is one of the best on the market for a good reason. One of the best and coolest options, though, is Seedance. Seedance is a game changer as far as video generation goes in 2026. What you can do with Seedance is you can feed it multiple clips, as I've done here. As you can see, I've got multiple frames from our images from earlier added here into the prompt. And what I've said in this prompt is I've referenced each image and I've said it's going to be like a 15-second long clip and we're going to move through multiple scenes within this 15-second segment. I've referenced each image explaining how that shot will go. So this is a pretty detailed prompt. Again, I've specified what I want to hear with the audio and what I don't want to hear. Seedance just continues to blow me away every time I use it. This is crazy to me how insane this is. To be able to feed it this many images and for it to actually use them all and use them properly is ridiculous. No an image animator on the market that I know of can do this to this level of quality. But again, you just have all these great options in one place. Another feature on Higgsfield is the audio tab. This is the big one too. What you can do here is you can select, say, one of these audio models. You can choose a voice here, find one that's appropriate.
I'm Imogen. I offer a bold, unflinching British delivery that's as sharp as it is soulful.
Now what you can do is you can say, generate some text like this and hit generate, and you can see how many credits this uses, which is very, very little.
Hello, my name is Victoria. Every evening I walk these streets, and every evening London keeps its secrets.
Now what you can do with this audio clip is you can use another feature here in Higgsfield, which is Lip Sync Studio. So let's say we wanted to take one of our clips from earlier, like the one we made with Kling where the character's walking towards the camera. We can drop that as a reference here, and then we can drop the audio we just made, and we can hit generate.
Hello, my name is Victoria. Every evening I walk these streets, and every evening London keeps its secrets.
Did you notice how the audio from the original clip disappeared? Let's say you wanted to keep that, then have this lip-synced version over the top. What you can do is you can download this clip and you can download the Higgsfield clip from earlier, and then you can drag them into your editor and do the following. So we've got our original clip here, then we've got our lip sync clip.
Hello, my name is Victoria. Every evening I walk these...
So what you could do, if you wanted to keep the sound effects from this clip and then keep this lip synced version here, is you can just drag this after separating it from the original clip underneath, and when you hit play you've got both.
Hello, my name is Victoria. Every evening I walk these streets, and every evening London keeps its secrets.
This is an all-in-one tool, Higgsfield. We haven't even really scratched the surface concerning what you can do with it. In 2026, the way the tools are getting now, the limit really is just your imagination and having the knowledge on how to use these tools. You don't have to buy multiple tools if you don't want to. There are some great offers on Higgsfield itself. I highly recommend you check it out if you are looking for a good all-in-one tool. Yeah, hopefully you found this useful. Let me know in the comments if you did. If you've got any more questions, again, head on over to my Skool if you want more in-depth tutorials and free resources. And please give this video a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.